Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is Friday, March 17th, 2023. And as it was pointed out in the chat here before the live started, it's St. Patrick's Day. I completely forgot. No green. So, oh well. I kind of forget St. Patrick's Day, to be honest. It always seems to fall on spring break for us, and I don't know why. It is not something I ever think about, but I don't. So I hope if you guys have some fun plans today, or I hope you do have some fun plans if you celebrate. Hello, everyone. I'm back also, so yay for that. And I noticed some questions. Everything is totally good. Sometimes I just need a little break. It doesn't always come at the most convenient time either. And I thought instead of trying to push things and do videos or lives or whatever, and I wasn't feeling it, I would just take a little break, which was super, super good for me. Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see so many of you here today. We are going to be creating today with some new products from the Simon Says stamp release from this week. And we're going to do it all live. I have a plan in my head, but I did this a couple of lives ago and I thought it was really fun. So I thought we would go ahead and do it again today and just kind of see how it goes. It is a take on something I did previously. I like to do that. And I want to encourage you guys to do that with your cards as well. If you have some design that you have done in the past that you really, really like, or there's even something you see someone else do, it's okay to kind of lift your own design, if you will, and do something very similar. Let's see. Kelly having traditional Irish lunch, corned beef and cabbage. Oh, how fun. First live, Nanette says, yay, that's so exciting. Good morning, Jenny. It's so good to see so many of you here today. It is super cold still here. 0 stars. I want some spring so bad, but we do not have it yet. And you guys can guess, training a pup. I knew when I got a puppy during winter, technically, that it's going to stink for the potty training because you have to go outside. You can't just open the door and they know what to do. And yeah, I need it to warm up now. I'm so tired. I bundle myself all up and I'm like, please go. Oh, so funny. Oh, you guys, it's so good to see everyone. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. Okay, so just going to remind you guys of a few things. We are getting closer and closer. We are almost at 95,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Please like the video. All of those things help me so much. I think we're on pace probably to hit 100K this year. And as I said, I'm probably going to do 2 separate lives, one for cross stitch and all of that, and one for card making. But we're going to have a huge celebration. I've got giveaways planned and all kinds of fun things. So please, if you haven't, please subscribe, like the video, and you guys, thank you for your support and for being here and being a part of this amazing community. I love seeing you guys, talking to you guys, and it's truly my happy place. Oh, thank you so much. Is it Bonnie? Yeah, I gotta fix my screen here. Oh gosh, and I hit the wrong button. So I can read people's comments. Thank you. I actually did just get my hair colored yesterday. I had to see someone else. My hairdresser is expecting a baby in May, and she had to be hospitalized, and everything is fine, and everything is fine with the baby, thank goodness. But she was so bummed because I was supposed to have seen her yesterday, but another person there did it, and it was totally great. Lisa, will you be doing more planner pages? I don't know. I would love to, and I would love to film them. I do them for myself, but there are not enough hours in the day for me to film all of and edit all of the content. I have so much stuff I've never edited. I have so many planner videos I haven't edited. For me to to be able to have my own personal time. I don't know. Hopefully. I will definitely try, even if it's scaled back from what I had hoped to do. Let's see. Yes, I miss sharing them with you. I do them on my own time. Like I said, I just don't have enough hours in the day for everything that I need to fill in and still have a life. Which is probably partly why overwhelm was real and I just needed to step back for a few days. Let's see. False spring, Jean said yesterday. False spring is my least favorite. We had some of that a couple weeks ago, and it was so hard. Sandy, just film yourself all day. Yeah. No one wants to see that. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around because I have a lot of inking, so I know it's probably going to take every bit of an hour, even if it's just a little bit longer. Sandy, maybe. I have to tell you guys, Sandy wants to know if I can post my planner pages on Instagram. Even that has seemed like too much. And that's just me being completely honest. I have to photograph, edit, upload, and write the caption. Sorry, couldn't think of the word. And I just don't want to. I will be completely honest. I would love to be able to share it. I just don't have enough time with everything else right now. I hope that changes in the future, and I will let you know. Creating blessings with Cheryl. I used my ELOW markers yesterday, and I'm loving them. That is so awesome. So good. Okay. Let me flip around. I kind of have some stuff planned and laid out here, and these are the mushrooms from the recent release. These are the mushroom stems. There's also a cute mushroom house, but we're just going to use the mushroom stems today. And I've die cut everything from white cardstock because we're going to be adding ink to everything. And my inspiration for this was a slimline rainbow card I did during Stamptember last year. This is kind of a take on it. I know it's not necessarily exactly the same thing, but that is what is inspired this design. Oh, awesome. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Miss Campbell, from her baby Haley, who's 4 weeks today, and Melissa from Northern Ireland. That's awesome. Shari, I forgot it was St. Patrick's Day. I was telling them in the chat before the live started, I didn't even remember it was St. Patrick's Day. That is my life lately. Then I am going to pull a greeting. This was from the card kit from this month, and it's Happy Hello. And there are coordinating dies for the different pieces, but I really love this stamp set. But I'm just going to pull a greeting from that. The majority of the card is going to be our cute mushrooms. But let's go ahead and build a background first. Good morning, Karen. Let's see. You should have sent me a text, Shari. I don't even know. Okay, I might have a short sleeve shirt that's green. I don't even know if I own anything green. Crazy. I'm sure maybe a dark green I do. All right, this is an old stencil from Simon Says Stamp, an oldie but a goodie. And I just want to create a background. This is a 3.5 by 8.5 panel of smooth white cardstock. Hey, are you guys making fun of what a full-time job it is to keep me on track? Oh, the mushroom dies are so cool. And good afternoon from Norway, Randy said. Good afternoon. Okay, so I'm going to take some Salvage Patina. It is my go-to color for background. And I am just going to create a quick background, and I am going to spritz it with a little bit of the Distress Oxide spray in the same color, something I do quite often. And then we can let this dry while we work on the rest of our card. Oh, Tracy, she sure did. She reminded me of the release. She always reminds me of the posture release. She's a good friend. Shari said she has on a short sleeve shirt that she got from Target this week. So you know how those Instagram ads always pop up and with like sweatshirts and t-shirts and stuff. And I have bought many things from them. Several weeks ago, there was this cute Lucky sweatshirt that popped up, or it said Lucky across the chest, you know. And I thought, oh, I should probably buy that for St. Patrick's Day because I don't think I have anything. And I was like, oh, that's kind of a lot of money for something I'll wear one day. And so I didn't buy it. And I kept thinking I would make sure and pull something out to wear. But guess what? I didn't. Oh my gosh, I loved hearing you guys making all of the felt things. That is so exciting. I did do something different this week than I sewed. I didn't quilt necessarily. Well, I did kind of. But I will show it for all my cross stitchers. I'll show it in this week's Floss Tube episode. Making, let's see, Sandy says making bunnies and baskets like a wild woman. A lot of people from Europe, Melly said, yes, it's so awesome seeing so many. Yeah, Shari, I should have just gone to Target. I haven't even been to Target. You guys, life has kind of been crazy. All right. This is nothing new. You've seen me do this a million times, but I'm kind of one of those people that when I find something I like, I tend to use it till I find something else. I love a light stenciled background. I love an imperfect stenciled background. And then I like distressing it a little. The focal point of our card is going to be the rainbow of mushrooms, the little rainbow row of mushrooms. So I want to go ahead and I don't want it to be very heavy, but we're just going to distress it a little. I think that's good. And I just love how this looks. I like how it looks like a piece of pattern paper that I wouldn't be able to achieve without these wonderful products. Donna says, what did you think of the Tim Holtz release of his new paper cutter? I forgot to check. I was going to check before I went live to see if mine is out for delivery or not. But I'm very excited to try it, Donna. So I will definitely use, as soon as it's here, I will use it and I will let you guys know what I think. It looks amazing. And I'm all about that rotary blade. So I'm excited. Laura, if I would show you my felt projects if I had actually stitched any of them. So far, I just am a collector, I think. I've not stitched a single thing. I've had way too many other things to do. I probably need to, and then maybe stitch this coming or next weekend or something. All right. I want to kind of grab my pieces here, and I think I forgot to grab a color. I did. Let me grab it. So we have our stems and our mushrooms. Shari, that was my thought too. Shari's thinking that we can cut some thicker product with it, which is what I am the most excited about. I'm actually think I'm going to lay these out here. I think that might, at least the first few. Because I laid them out in the order I want them, and we really don't want to mess them up. Yeah, I know. My only concern, Shari says, room for the new cutter, is how big it is. But I think we're just going to make that work. Let's see. Yes, Steph, I need to cut those darn projects out. Maybe I need to have Shari remind me to cut some stuff out. It's the cutting out. If they were cut out, I would just sit and stitch them. I need to sit and plan and cut them all out. Okay, so I'm going to be using some Simon Says Stamp Pawsitively Saturated Inks, and obviously we're not going to go for realistic mushrooms today. We're going to go for a rainbow of mushrooms. And it was the reverse confetti set from this last year's Stamptember that inspired this card. Again, I know it was a rainbow of Christmas trees. It's nothing like what I'm doing here exactly, but that's what inspired this card. I bet Shari. Shari says architecture school has made her pretty good with a blade and a ruler. I did that this last time, and that was so much easier. I mean, why I'd never thought of that before, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to use a little, I want my stems to be more neutral. So I'm going to use Latte and I think some Mocha is what the two I'm going to use for this. And I do want them to have lots of nice shading. And the big stems are going to be a lot easier to ink than the small ones, just to hold on to, but it'll be fine. Oh my gosh, Cassie ordered the new Tim Holtz trimmer as soon as she saw it. That is so exciting. Does anyone already have it? The cutting the felt takes the longest time, Shari says. Absolutely. Karen says that's the worst part too. It is the cutting. I just need to sit down and cut. I know this. Because if I had them all kitted up, it would be a no-brainer to just pick them up and die cut. And here's the truth. When I think of it, I would have to cut, well, I wouldn't have to. I could take my die cutter out to the living room, but I don't want to come in here in the evening to do it. That's so terrible. Tracy says, I think I've inhaled too much felt dust in the last couple of days. Oh, Maureen says she's glad I'm using these. She's super excited. Oh, and she just got the Mama Elephant frogs, and she got the mushroom house. I was very much thinking the same thing. The little mushroom house with a lot of our favorite little critters from other companies. Oh, I have some ideas. We'll see. Let's go ahead and do all of these. Let's just move all of the little mushroom caps up. That way I can just clean once, hopefully. Oh, Carrie should be getting the new cutter today or tomorrow. That's exciting. I need to look at my tracking and see where mine is. Because I am very excited to use it. Give it a try, see what I think. Shari, that's exactly it. She said she'd take hers out to our living room, but her sweet little Scout would cause havoc. Yeah, Frank would cause havoc too. His favorite thing right now is to jump in the middle of my lap. No matter if I'm holding something, stitching something, or if I'm holding Odin. He doesn't care. He goes ahead and just jumps right at me. And I guess it's just thinks I'll catch him no matter what. It's really quite humorous. Cassie has a tiered tray stand. I must have missed something that we're talking about, but that leads me to a question. I need a cute tiered tray. What does everyone have? This is unrelated to our card today, but I always find the best information in our chat, and it's something that I've been looking for and I can't decide. Oh, Amy said, happy to catch the live, and her trimmer's shipped and she cannot wait. Me neither. Rachel, you're not very late. I haven't done too much. I am always so glad to see people pop in, even if you can only pop in for a little bit. It's awesome. Oh, we have another Scout. Cindy has a sweet beagle named Scout. I love that. All right. I am going to just do a quick wipe of my glass mat so I can start doing our little mushroom caps. Oh, did I get out of order? Uh-oh. Well, we'll just build them one by one. That's okay too. Sandy says she needs a tiered tray too. Steph found that. You know, Steph, I've seen that one and you like it. Okay. I just wondered about the quality. Lots of Amazon levels, rustic gray wood. Okay. I saw them and I really liked the look of it. That is good to know. Okay, so for our mushrooms, my idea here is I'm going to do rainbow, but I'm also going to distress. So just this little layering piece, I should show that. Our die is all one piece, so it's going to die cut all three sizes at once. And we've got our stem, obviously. Then we have our underneath layering piece that has this fantastic detail. And then we have the top piece. So I'm going to ink the rainbow just on that smooth piece. Maybe for the small ones especially, probably all of them. I'm only going to use about 2 colors. Linda made her own 3-tiered tray. Well, that's awesome. Okay, lots of love for Amazon. Okay, Shari says she's had one from Hobby Lobby before and now one from Target. Let's see. I am currently live, Carrie. It should show live down in the corner when you click, and that always will let you know if I'm actually live or if it's just a replay. Bonnie, I would use it for decor. It has nothing to do with crafting. I want a cute tiered tray to decorate just in my house. So I used carnation first, and then I used a little rose. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to, as I finish or ink these, I'm just going to pop them in the box. Actually, do I want to do the whole thing? You know what? I do think I'm going to do the whole thing. Since I'm doing this live and figuring out exactly what I want to do, I think I'm going to assemble it and then I'm going to splatter them. That's my goal here. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Cassie. Three is too much pressure. You guys are so funny. All right, for the underneath of my mushroom, I do think I want to do maybe some yellow. Let's do some citrine. So I would love to know in the chat, do you like inking your white die cuts and adding color yourself? It's probably one of my very, very favoriteest things to do, because I feel like you can really customize it. And I'm going to assemble each mushroom, so I probably will do them one at a time. That'll dry clear. This little guy is real little. But how cute would it be for all of the cute little scenes and things that you like to build? So honestly, I think all of these would work really cute for scene cards. But if you are one that loves all of our cute little critters from Lawn Fawn or Mama Elephant or wherever, I think it would be really, really fun to, let me make sure that's, to incorporate them into those cards. Oh, awesome, Ginger. She said she loves inking, creating blessings with Cheryl, loves inking. All right, as I ink these, I am going to pop them into my, I'm going to just move them out of the way so that I can come back to them in a little bit. You know what? I just saw a comment that I want to, Liz says those trials, I'm sure she's talking about like the true crime trials, bring her down and can't watch anymore. That's where I'm at. I know a lot. I like true crime. I love true crime probably as much as anyone. But I agree. I have a very difficult time watching them. I don't know what it is. I have really quit. I haven't watched any of that. Let's see, Cindy, inking white die cuts. Absolutely, on days when I want to craft, but not a whole lot. I cut a bunch of various die cuts, and days later inking. I love that. That's a great idea. I think that, have you guys found like what you listen to, watch, whatever is dictated by mood too? I think that's probably just kind of where I'm at right now too, personally, is I don't want to listen to any negativity. Maybe that's probably why I don't want to listen to it. Okay, the next one I'm doing is watermelon and cherry. Very late arriving, Kate said. That's okay. You can pop in and out at any time. I always just love seeing you guys here. I love chatting and catching up, seeing what everybody's watching and doing and all that good stuff. All right, this little medium mushroom, lots easier to hold on to than the little guy. Cassie, so glad March Madness has started. Yes. Nan says, as a public defender, she can tell us that true crime really can weigh you down. Yes. I would imagine that is even more true for you than anyone. I can't imagine. Crafting is a happy place. I'm so glad you're here, because we can just play with pretty things and not think about any of the other junk out there, right? Amber, I do that too. I say rewatch, but to be honest, I hardly watch any of those things. I will turn on my favorites just for background noise. One time, I can't remember where I heard this, but they said that you can, like, I also will re-listen to audiobooks I've listened to before because I don't have to super pay attention. Like my favorites, not just any random one. That it is calming because you don't think about, you're not paying attention, I guess, necessarily about what's going to happen. It's just that background noise, and I love it. I agree. I do that all the time. Yep, Steph, I 100% says she's a social worker, not interested in anything sad with kids. Couldn't watch that Murdoch. I didn't watch any of it. I knew enough from listening to different, like, stuff ahead of time that I just didn't care to watch it. And you can turn on, you can open, I guess I should say, Facebook or anything and see the result of it. Rain, I don't watch TV at all. I don't watch much. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I do listen to some podcasts, although lately I've not really been listening to those either. I get irritated sometimes. Or I will rewatch things. I do a lot of rewatching things. It's calming. Crafting is my escape, Michelle said yes. So actually I asked, in my cross stitch weekly video last week, I asked people for recommendations if you listen to audiobooks, and I got loads of recommendations. So I am working my way through adding those things to my TBR list, which is nice because I was needing some new recommendations for reading. Yes, background noise to drown it out. Crafting is so good. It sounds like for everyone. Yep, Steph's my hero as well. Nan says Steph is her hero for that hard work she does. Mine too, because that is not something I could do. Thank you, Steph. Sandy served on a jury once for a week, and that's as much true crime as she could do. I gotta tell you guys, I've never served. I used to get called all the time. I mean, let's knock on wood. I haven't since I moved, but I used to literally get called constantly, and I would have to go sit there, and I never got picked, which, I mean, was fine. I really didn't want to be picked the last time. And when they asked, I got as far as being asked questions instead of just being asked to leave, which is what always happened before. And it was a case involving a minor, and I did not want to be there. And I basically said I didn't want to be there. I didn't. I know that's probably terrible, but I didn't know if I could sit there and do the job that I know you need to do in that position. That's what I want to say. I need a full-time craft room organizer. Laura, when you find one, could you send them my way as well? Because I need one too. My room is such a mess. I had to do a massive clean. So I was actually cutting fabric and sewing last night. I'll just show you guys because I'm pretty proud of what I made. This is for cross stitch storage. I'm going to have to zoom out. I've been wanting to make one of these forever. It's a pattern from Chris Sherman of Winding Rainbows, if anyone here is a cross stitcher and knows. But I did this little quilted case, and I made all these little pockets and a little, this is vinyl. Isn't it cute? Okay, that's it. I was kind of proud of myself. Let's see, Liz says, the last time I was called for jury duty, the guy who was calling the numbers made it like the Price is Right game, and it was so funny. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. You know, you have to have some sort of fun with that, I would imagine. All right. What color am I on now? Let's see, I've done orange. Oh, I was going to do, yeah, I don't really want to do yellow because we're already doing yellow. Hold, please. I'm going to grab some other colors. I think we're going to do like these blush-ish colors. Nan says, always tell them if you don't want to be there at jury duty. They just want you to be honest. Okay, good. Okay, I shouldn't probably put this out because you know I'll get called at a most inconvenient time. Two things. That time that I didn't want to serve. I was moving in 2 weeks. And or maybe it might have been a little longer than that. I was moving and I was going on a vacation and coming home and moving to a new town. And I mean, she really wanted me, she questioned me a lot about that. And I was like, look, I don't want to be here, but I didn't want to serve because of the nature of the case. But I wouldn't mind on a certain case, but that, like I said, that the one I got asked for involved a minor, and I did not want to be there. All right. Leslie has served twice. Oh my gosh. Yeah. My mom also always gets asked, and even when they moved to a new state, she still gets asked, and she got asked to serve on the grand jury. She was not thrilled. Oh, my mom. My poor mom. She does get asked all of the time, you guys. All of the time. But yeah. Janelle says, my jury duty was so boring. It was a week-long civil suit about whether a construction had killed this woman's tree. Oh my gosh. Construction company. Yeah. Some of it's crazy, isn't it? Like, you're like, why am I here? Oh my gosh, Steph. That's horrible. I would be terrible worried too. Oh my gosh. Trying to figure out what color I'm on. The next trial he was convicted. Leslie, thank goodness. I hate that it took a second trial, but that's all I have to say about that. Thank goodness. Oh, Sandy, that's awesome. I always try to also remember that we only see the worst on TV. I mean, about like judges and or whatever, that kind of thing. I think for the most part, I just try to think, I don't know. Most people are doing their job, I guess is what I want to say. Carrie wants to know what cardstock is for ink blending, and that is totally, she said it's off topic. It's not. I am using a Neenah 110-pound weight. I don't necessarily say that that is the best. Something very smooth is going to be amazing. Bristol Smooth, I have found, probably gives me the smoothest look. You guys chime in and let me know what you guys think. Like as far as your favorite cardstocks for ink blending. Someone also told me the Express It cardstock is great for coloring with any alcohol ink marker, really. But they said that ink blending on it was really good too, which would be because it's very smooth, I would imagine. So let me know in the chat, what do you like to use for your ink blending? I think these are going to be super fun. I'm going to show you where we're at so far because I did tend to go over the top and do a bunch of little mushrooms. Let's show you where we're at color-wise. I opted not to do a yellow mushroom. Look at our little mushroom family. Since we're doing yellow underneath, I just didn't feel like I wanted to do that. Oh, Michelle, that's hilarious. I finally ordered and received my Bearly art glue. And what was I waiting for? She said, I feel your pain. That is me with practically everything. I'm not the girl who jumps on the bandwagon. And I can tell you, I don't know why. That is just me. I never jump on, and then I'm always like, what in the world? Why didn't you tell me? And everybody's like, we did tell you. Oh my gosh, Leslie, that's amazing. She said on the bright side, Highway 1 in California between Santa Cruz and Monterey counties has reopened. Oh, you guys, I gotta plug in my computer. I'm sorry. Guess I didn't plug it in this morning. We don't want that to die. I think the mushrooms are going to be super cute. Let me, you know, behind the scenes, there are cords everywhere. So give me 1 second to see if I can swap out something here. Oh, and knock a whole bunch of stuff over in the meantime. Perfect. I have not loaded the pop and pull video yet. That is on my agenda. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but for sure Monday. Not that it'll go up Monday. I have to edit. I don't know why, but editing has been hard for me lately. Like, the filming is not the hard part. Like, creating the projects, it's having to do all the editing part. I'm trying to convince my youngest son to help me with that. Jenny, I don't know what it is about the glue either, but I feel the same way. These kind of projects are great for playing with all your ink colors, and really, it just makes me happy. How about you guys? Shari has made so many pull-ups. Yes, you have. Shari has got some amazing pop and pull cards. I don't want to say my favorite, but it's probably my favorite. Did you guys see Shari's Mary Poppins themed card with the bear? Oh my gosh. I love it so much. Jenny, I need to find one too, because I've not been using a tape runner at all. Christine, I forgot to post that it's tomorrow. So I'm posting. I was going to do it before this, but I didn't get to it. So I'm going to post about it, but it'll be tomorrow. And I realized that the post, I did write the post, but I left it in drafts. That's why it never posted. So sorry. It's been a week again. Oh, Cindy says, Simon Says Stamp links are so luscious. Yes, they are. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Christine. Oh, it will, Shari. That's why I didn't mention it, because I didn't think it was up yet. That's okay, good. Yes, Bonnie says she loves the Mary Poppins video. Yay! Shari, can you put your handle here in the chat? Lisa's wanting to know so she can follow you. You guys should all follow Shari. She makes amazing cards. I'm missing a piece of my mushroom. Of course I am. I literally thought I just saw it too. Oh, there it is. No longer missing. Great. Yep, at Shari Moss. Okay, I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to say wrong. Leslie, if you're asking what it is, it's my Patreon exclusive live. Every month, my top tier, which are called Crafty Captains, they get an exclusive Patreon or exclusive live video, and that's what she was asking about. It's super fun. Oh, I feel like this picked up a lot of that previous color. Well, that's all right. I probably should have cleaned my brush a little bit more. The Tombow Dot Runner, Sandy says she liked. Easy refill, easy to get mine at Michael's when I get a coupon. So I can't decide what I want to do, and I don't think I like the top of the color of this, but hopefully it'll work. I'm not redoing it. I should have cleaned my brush better. Oh, so cute. Petra says, thank you. I don't know why I just cleaned that brush. I don't need it now. Duh. I'm actually doing a lot better for ink blending than I thought. This is a lot of ink blending. Ink blending is relaxing to me. What do you guys think? What is the most relaxing part of paper crafting and card making for you? What do you find the most relaxing? Let's see how our rainbows are coming. These just look, well, in real life, I can see the green versus the aqua. Oh, I think it'll be cute. I love when a plan comes together. Oh, thank you so much, Christine, for helping. That was so nice. I know. Isn't Shari so cute? I'm glad you guys are following her. And she has a YouTube channel too, where she shares, she shares a lot on Lawn Fawn, but Kelly finds fussy cutting relaxing. That's not weird. You are not the first person. I have actually had several people in the past, because I always say how much I don't like fussy cutting, and several people have told me that is what they find the most relaxing. So I totally get that. Luna says this is going to be epic. I hope so. You know how when you have something in your mind and you're not sure if it's going to turn out, let's just cross our fingers, everyone, because we're getting to the home stretch. I only have 3 more mushrooms to create. Then we're going to splatter, and that's going to be the scary part. Oh, Sandy found Shari. Woo, yay. Stenciling backgrounds is relaxing, Karen said. I agree 100%. I just love creating backgrounds. So the background I created at the beginning of this, that is one thing. I love creating a bunch of those when I just need to hang out. Athena says, I'm so late. Have to catch the replay. That's okay. Coloring in stamped images, Neva says, is relaxing. Erica says coloring. Carrie, the Barely Art glue does dry clear. Absolutely. If you see me, like I use it when I'm attaching those little jelly heart embellishments from Trinity Stamps, they're clear. I glue them on with the Barely glue and they dry completely clear. So you do not have to worry at all about that. Yeah, that's a big one for me. It has to dry clear because I don't like changing between glues. Nanette says, fussy cutting is not my friend. It's not mine either. It looks like someone who just got her first pair of scissors. And I see some of you guys fussy cutting and I am amazed. I want to be like that. I pick up my scissors and I think this time it's going to be different. It's not. I am just not good. It's all right. I've accepted it. Love layering stencils, Nanette says. Yes. I could put some of these blending brushes away and clean up my mess. There we go. Oh, Lisa says making matching envelopes is relaxing. Yes, I like that too. A lot of coloring. Janelle says fussy cutting makes her fussy. I like that. Okay, here's my next question for everyone. What would you like to see in my next Friday live video? Do you want to see coloring? Just kind of, or is there something specific that you want to see? Kind of let me know. Is there a technique? Is there a certain product? If I have the product and it's in my ability to do, I will. I'm just curious what everyone would like to see. Kathleen, I flunked scissors. I love it. Me too. I flunked scissors. Let's see. Well, I love cross stitch, but I don't love fussy cutting, Holly. What is that? That doesn't feel right. That feels like a big bummer. I have not seen the new greeter. I've seen some peeks of the new greetery release, but I don't have the Greetery release. Oh, I have no jelly printing. I have none of those products, you guys. I'm so sorry. I know we talked about it in the past. I just don't know if I can dive into another. Masculine card, Jenny said. That is a great felt ornaments. I would again a jump on Christmas, Lisa said. Okay, that's a good idea for maybe something to do one of these days. Okay, let me see. I need to write some of these down. Olo markers. I'm going to have to go back. Olo marker combos that are your faves. Oh, yeah. Oh, and you guys, I should tell you too, I'm working on a bundle for Olo of my favorites. So when they have them all in stock, I'll share with you guys, which will be my favorites. Coloring. The new Altenew stamp wheel, Donna, I will be showing that. I do already have it, so that will be in a future soon video. Masculine cards. Lots of requests for masculine cards. For me, those are the hardest ones, probably. But yes, that's a good request. As fast as these have gone, I'm going to have to go back and, oh gosh, what did I get all over that? I'll have to go back and read everything. Lots of votes for masculine cards. And I think I used bubblegum there, and then I'm going to use taffy, and then we're going to do a more, this is more what I'd call magenta, and then we'll do purple. Okay, so many votes for masculine. All right, you guys. That looks like what will probably be the next, but I am going to go through and read everybody's so I can really get a kind of an idea for some future things. Yep, Christine is agreeing that some sort of stamp positioner, you guys, is life-changing for paper crafters, in my opinion. Probably a lot of people's opinions if you have one. Do you remember back in the day stamping things multiple times trying to get a beautiful stamped impression and it just didn't happen? There's no more of that with a stamp positioner. It is worth the investment. I don't know how I lived without it before. I could have zoomed back in. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I need an assistant. And Mother's Day cards, yes, that will definitely be on the agenda as well. Maybe I could do some Father's Day too. It'd be fun to do it like a Mother's Father's Day. Maybe both individually. All right. I think our inking is done. The Reet form technique, Michelle, I don't even know what that is. What is it? Donna says, years ago I had the Stamp-A-Majig. Oh, me too. Gosh, I forgot about that thing. Sandy says, I agree on the stamp positioner. I didn't and wouldn't stamp before. I just remember the amount of paper I wasted with bad impressions. And it was a lot. Let's see. I know I'm missing some of the questions. They're gone by kind of fast. So here at the end, if you had one that I did not see, ask me again so I can answer, or ask after the video in the comments, because I do always go through all my comments. All right. We're going to do a little bit of distressing. Look at the pretty rainbow of mushrooms. I actually have some white gouache in here already, and I think I may just try to reactivate. I really need to clean my paintbrush too. That's funny. I think we're going to do a two-tone splatter. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this decayed, but I think I'm going to do it with a paintbrush so I can control the splatter more. But we're going to do the white gouache first. Ready form. I still don't know what that is. I'm sorry, you guys. Unless it's something, maybe I should know what that is. Luna says, loving this already. Yay. Neva, I think you have to stamp the image. She's asking for the stamp and cut. Stamp and cut. No. Scan and cut. If you want multiples, you have to stamp it all of the times that you want it to cut, because it's got to scan it to cut it, as far as I know. I'm not an expert. I only know like the simplest of simple on that scan and cut. I know my friend Lori said she was making something vinyl, and I'm like, oh, what did you cut it out on? And she goes, the scan and cut. And I was like, oh. Yeah, I didn't know it did that. I mean, I guess I should have assumed, but didn't know it did that. Okay, that's fun. Let me clean that off. Let's see. Gina K's cardstock is good for ink blending, Neenah says. Okay, that is great to know. Now, I think I want to use this decayed color, which sounds terrible, but you remember this was part of the Halloween bundle, and I think it's kind of a good neutral, so let's, and it's going to give just a little bit of a shimmer, but if I spray it directly on these and I mess them up, I'll have to mute our live so you can't hear the bad word. So instead of even worrying about that, we're going to do my other favorite thing. When I want more control, oh yeah, look at the color now. This is exactly the color I wanted. You want to make sure that you've mixed up all those mica flakes that have settled in the bottom. And I'm not going to spray it. I'm just going to put, I don't really want to pour. I could spray. I could just put my paintbrush in here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in here and get a little into my splatter box. And we're going to splatter just like we did with the gouache. And see how much more control you get. So you don't have to use the sprayer. If you want more control and you want a little bit of the mica stain, use it like this. Just get a little out. You could even put it in a paint palette or whatever you like to use. If you have like one of those little palettes that has the little wells in it, I think you could pour a little bit. Any of the colors really. And I think that looks pretty good. Now, the other benefit of not spraying anything, dry time is going to be so much quicker, which is awesome. Oh my gosh, SoCal Colorist says, once you scan an image into the scan and cut, you can multiply the image and cut it. You can save it into the scan and cut and use it as many times as you want. My mind is, if I could, I should put the mind blown emoji up. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Thank you so much for sharing. Cindy, yes, it would be horrible. Okay. Instead of using my fingers to lift these out now, I always like to use my tweezers so that I don't accidentally smear anything that's wet, because we do know things are still a little damp, but I like getting them out of the box right away. Isn't it amazing what you can just create with some dyes, basically? Dyes and ink. I love it. Did you see my making the cut video for Simon Says Stamp. It went up this week. It was all die cut Easter. I had so much fun creating that as well. Mind blown. Thank you guys. My mind is blown. Thank you. That is the best tip. I love it. All right, here's our background for anyone who just came in, and we're going to do a rainbow here. And I'm going to stamp happy birthday somewhere. First off, though, I do need to fix, I know my card base, oh, my tools are out here, is a little big. So let me score my card. Oh, I'm not going to run over too bad today, even with all that ink blending. And we're going to old school it for now till the new Tim Holtz trimmer gets here. My card base was just a little bigger than the standard slimline. And I'm doing a slimline. This is 3.5 by 8.5. And I did a slimline because I wanted all the mushrooms to fit. Oh, good. Laura loved the card with the carrots. Thank you. Yeah, I'm apparently all the carrots for all of the crafting things lately. So what we're going to do, I think that looks pretty good. We're going to attach everything to this first. And I need to figure out where my greeting is going to go. So let's just take our mushrooms. And put them in the order I want them for my card. Oh, it looks like I wasn't too far off. I'm thinking our happy birthday is going to fit here where we have some little shorter mushrooms. I'm hoping it'll fit there anyway. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think this is going to be super cute. Oh my gosh. That is amazing, SoCal Colorist Della. I love all of her ideas with this Canon cut. I'm super distracted by them. I want to go try all. I'm going to have to go through and write down all of this stuff. I want to try it. Thank you for sharing. Okay. I'm not going to attach anything yet because I do want to attach it with foam to pop up all of our mushrooms. But I want to stamp my greeting first because otherwise it will be a little bit hard to stamp. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. I'm going to take a little bit of the VersaFine Onyx Black. Perfect. All right. Let's put it all together and add some embellishment. So I need to start around my greeting first so that I can keep that. I don't want to run too close to it, I guess is what I want to say. Oh, thank you guys. Suck at free stamping sentiments. This is why a stamp positioner, stamp positioner, stamp positioner. Oh, that's the other thing that used to happen way back in the day. Before the Misty, I would get my card done and then I'd be like, oh, I forgot to stamp my sentiment. Let's do that now. And yeah, how many cards did I have to creatively think of a way to cover up my big boo-boo? I still do that sometimes when I think I'm too cool for school and can just free stamp it with an acrylic block. Let's see. I missed what was funny. Darn it. I'm missing everything. All right. So there, we're going to pop that little guy up. I should have made Ethan get up and read me the comments. Oh, Sandy said it. Okay, here is my tip. If you have any of those sticky pads for your Misty, and what she's talking about, she said it ruined her paper. First of all, it's going to lose some of its stickiness. You can even feel it here once it's been used. But when you take it out of the package, if you don't want it to ruin your paper the first time, I don't want to do it because this has ink on it, but touch it to your clothes. Just a couple times, it's going to pick up a little bit of lint and it will make it a little less sticky. I didn't, but I also used really thick paper the first time I used it, which probably helped it not tear. If you're going to use like even an 80-pound, I could see it tearing. But that's what I would do is touch it to your clothes a couple times. I do that all of the time. Christine, I love that you said roll your socks up. I've never heard it said like that before. I love it. That's awesome. That's funny. Oh my gosh, Tracy. I'm just laughing at the fungi comment, but that's really cool. My daughter is really into like all of the mushrooms seem to be everywhere right now for decor and stuff. And she has gotten so many like cute ceramic ones and whatnot for her apartment. I don't know what it is, but they seem to be everywhere. I hope that might not be skinny enough. If you ever need little skinny strips, I usually just cut my little squares into little strips. I did not do a very good job with that one though, attaching it. And then let's do another one. Luna, that's hilarious. Yes. Dances with Hooves. She said, good tip. I got the Brutus Monroe sticky mat. Okay, and just so you guys know, this sticky mat for Simon Says Stamp is Brutus Monroe for Simon Says Stamp. So if you have some of these and you notice they're sticky, it's obviously colored and branded for Simon, but it's Brutus Monroe. So that might be why that. Luna is cracking me up this morning too. Oh, that's fun. Neva took a botanical drawing class and is loving coloring the fruit and vegetables. That's awesome. And Belinda says, I once tried making spoons in pottery class and ended up with mushrooms instead when they went wrong. That's funny. I love it. Oh, did I not think about that? There we go. I think that's going to be all right. The assembly is always the worst part here. When you're using foam. If I had just glued all these down, we'd already be done. But I like mine popped up. I will take the few extra minutes to pop them up and make a huge mess. Dances with Hooves. I didn't know that. I was jealous when I saw the pretty color of Simon's. Oh yeah, that's funny. Yes. So in case you didn't know that, a collaboration with Brutus Monroe and Simon Says Stamp, which is awesome. So awesome. I don't think that's going to work. Sandy, I was a teenager a long time ago. Oh, that you guys are making me laugh. Of course, I'm the one who said the other day that wasn't 1990 just like the other day. I realize it wasn't. But you guys, literally, I don't know how I got so old. Oh my gosh. I remember used to laugh at my mom. Yeah, who's laughing now? Probably my mom. Showing that you survived. Ginger and Tracy, you're hilarious. Kelly, I know. But doesn't it feel like it wasn't that long ago? Literally, when somebody said 19, oh, it was me. I was looking at the date on a cross stitch chart. And I was like, oh, 1991. And I was like, doesn't that feel like just the other day? But when you think about it, not so much. It wasn't the other day, even though it feels like it was the other day. Which is kind of frustrating. Time just flies by. I mean, I realize I have adult children now too. So I guess it should make sense to me, but I don't know. I'm rambling. Ignore that. Danielle said, graduated high school in 93. Yeah, I was 94. So I'm right there with you. And it just doesn't feel like, I don't know. I mean, it does when my knees are all creaky and breaking down. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you so much. I tried to cut it out, but he literally just would not stop. He was popping around and playing, and I just gave up. I was like, you know what? This is my real life. This is my reality, is that right now I have a puppy who doesn't understand, hey, be quiet. Mom's trying to record a video. So thank you. I'm glad. I worry a little bit. I'm like, ugh. But puppies are fun. Linda, 1965. Does anyone remember that? That's funny. I'm sure. Where's my walker? No. Don't you love, though, how paper crafting or just crafting bridges so many different ages? I don't know. That probably will make me I just kind of get sentimental when I think about the fact that it just brings so many of us together. I love that. From all different walks of life. Frank's stories make me smile. And he's only like that. So that video I voiced over, oh, that wasn't a morning one. Usually it's only in the evening. Not only, but that's when he's usually the most wild. Because right now he's just sleeping. Just completely asleep. Neva, I agree. I fell asleep last night. I was so tired watching TV. I was sitting there and Ethan comes upstairs and he's like, Mom, what are you doing? And I'm like, I fell asleep. I fell asleep with my cross stitch in my hand. I was so tired. All right, so it's all popped up. I think it's looking really cute. I do think we need some little hearts, so let me grab them. I think we'll just stick with little red. Some little red ones, and oh, Linda, congratulations, 52 years. That is incredible. I always love a little heart here and there. You guys know that already. Michelle says that's what happens when she crochets. That's what I did last night. And then I thought, don't be dumb, just go to bed. You've got a lot. What I really thought was, don't be dumb, go to bed, because you'll be up cross-stitching forever. And you've got a live in the morning that you want to be awake for. That was my actual thought. Okay, we'll just use this because I can find it. Oh, thank you, Shari. Rainbow is always a good idea. I also think this would be super fun in more muted colors. Even more of like a muted rainbow palette. So I showed you my little cross stitch case I worked on earlier. Should I show you the other one I started? It's completely different, but this is the colors that I'm talking about because I can see it and it's inspiring me. How about these colors? How cute would like the greens and the taupey kind of colors and some muted oranges and things? Wouldn't those be fun for, or like in this, even adding in some leaves and stuff with the mushrooms for a more fall feeling card? I think that would be super, super cute with the mushrooms. Right now I'm all about bright. Well, as I said, rainbow is always a good idea, but I'm also really hoping for some warm temperatures, spring flowers, color, green grass. My grass is greening up. It's growing too. It's going to need mowed, but could the temperature get warmer? Because I'm really not excited. I am using a pattern from Chris Sherman of Winding Rainbows. Walking on the beach in Delaware and watching, Donna said. Oh, that's so fun. And there we go. So cute. I hope this has kind of maybe inspired you to create something fun and rainbowy or play with some splatter, whatever the case may be. Love the animals, Cassie said. Oh, thank you. Sandy, 7 feet of snow. So here's a funny. It did snow for briefly yesterday. And huge fat flakes. Now it didn't last and it melted right away. The ground was way too warm here. I say way too warm even though it's been cold. But yes, I know so many of you have so much snow. Can't see our grass. So funny. Let's see. Okay. I know I maybe missed some stuff there. The chat went really fast when I was doing that final assembly. Did I miss anybody's question? If it's about this or just about other card making things, let me know. Before I sign off for the day, I can't believe that I got this done in about an hour and 15 minutes. Without the talking, it probably would have been a little quicker. Thought it was going to take a lot longer, so I'm super glad. Do you have any questions for me? I know I will go back and read all the comments, but it looks like a masculine card is what a lot of people are requesting, so I'm definitely going to see what we can do there. Let's see. Sand and weeds, Danielle said yes. Neva, you can keep, so let me see. I don't have everything in here yet, but like this is felt. So you could put your needle in here if you want, or you can put your floss and it'll stick to here. Then you can put like your floss and stuff. These are pockets for patterns. If your stitch is small enough, it could probably go in. This side has patterns too. This is where I'm going to put my anything with bees. Vinyl little pocket, another little pocket. You could put scissors, like all your little tools and stuff. So I would consider it more of a project for, I even got a little bee charm for while I'm working type project. And then it does have some little ties. What do I do with my cards? Leslie said, I send them to people. Show bee again. Did I not show it? Let's see. Wind and sand and storms every day in West Texas, yes. Here, I'll flip it around and show you from. And I will show it again also in my video that goes up Sunday. Let me zoom out just a tiny bit because. So this is what it looks like. I did quilt mine because I liked it better that way. I did add rickrack, although this one didn't do the best job, but that's okay. And then inside, these are 2 big pockets. Vinyl zipper pocket. This is another pocket with the felt on the front. 2 more little pockets here. Lots of pockets for storing all of the things. Cassie, that pattern is coming to my house tomorrow. Yeah. Yes. Sewing vinyl intimidates me. Also the binding. Okay, binding. I'm going to just tell you guys the true story. That's the second one I made. The first one, first of all, I didn't quilt the fabric and I didn't like it. And the binding was awful. But I did a little bit better. It's still not perfect, but I did a little bit better on that one. Oh, I'm so glad I kept you busy, Holly. And the vinyl, the By Annie vinyl, and I'll talk about this more also for everyone who's not interested in any of this, the sewing or anything. But it's called By Annie, and that vinyl was really good, and it actually stitched super easy, believe it or not. And in the pattern, where's my pattern at? I want to tell you, she has several cases. Well, I'll talk about it in my floss tube. It doesn't matter. I will try to link it below too for anyone who watched this and is curious, because she has a lot of different cases. She says how to sew with the vinyl so it doesn't get caught in your feed dogs. Okay. Neva wants to know where I got the pattern. I will link it as soon as I sign off here. I will link it. It's a PDF pattern. It's from Chris Sherman of Winding Rainbows. If you don't follow her on Instagram, I will add her Instagram handle as well. She sews cases and sells them as well. So if you don't want to make your own, she does have sales periodically. So definitely check that out. But I have had her pattern for probably a year and I've been afraid to start. And I bought all of the stuff. I bought the vinyl and all the things, and it actually was really easy. So I will add that. Yes, find one to buy, Cassie. I will link her Instagram because she does sell them, and I know they go kind of quick, but you always get on with the posture. You'll get one. I will add her Instagram so you can find out when her next sale is, because it is absolutely awesome. Do you sign the back of your cards? I do. I stamp them with Made by Nichol. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much, Liz. Let's see. Let me check really quick. I'm going to scroll back. Do they come out stiff? I like bags that are a bit stiff. Yes, Holly. I put, what is it called? It's the Annie's Soft and Stable is what I used. I have it out. I'll show you real quick. Since you're asking and since I showed, this is much, you can see it's much stiffer, which if you like stiffer, you probably know that already, than regular batting. I would highly recommend this because this is, you can see, I can't just, I mean, it's soft still, yes, of course, but it's not going to be super flimsy. So I would recommend the Soft and Stable. All right. I will handle all the rest of those questions. Oh, Christine, I was a little surprised too. Yes, and I will add links to the pattern. I will add links to her Instagram, and also, well, the link to her pattern will be her website. But that way you can follow her. You can see when her next sale is, because I know she makes a lot of cases, and they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I bought the pattern, and then I was like, I should just buy one because, like I said, I've had the pattern a year. You put yours on the envelope, Luna said, her name instead of the card. You're welcome, Holly. I highly recommend it, and I will definitely link it in my Sunday floss tube. Yes, that's a good idea, Leslie. I like that. Okay, I hope everyone had has a super St. Patrick's Day. Have a great time if you're celebrating, and I hope you have a wonderful crafty weekend. Can't wait to come back. My next my next Friday Live will be a masculine card because that looked like the overwhelming theme, but I'm going to go through and tally up what everybody else requested for future Friday Lives. I almost said floss tube again. What? Come on, Nichol. Okay, you guys, thank you. If you have any questions, definitely drop them in the comments after this and I will get to them. Have a wonderful weekend and I will see you guys next time. Bye.